Well, now that we're in hurricane season, a lot of disaster preps are in place to help people in need or evacuating their homes. And one of the biggest shelters in Houston, NRG Park. Hurricane Harvey in 2017 was the last storm NRG Park was used as a shelter, and each year the operation plans are worked on, they're adjusted, and they're improved. They partner with several local organizations to give Houstonians the resources they need to recover. I did a walkthrough to hear about some of the preps and the plans to help serve us all at any moment.
This is one of our exhibit halls.
On the other side of the air wall was the volunteer donations area.
NRG Park. Many of us come here for major events, sports, concerts, the rodeo, and so much more. But from June 1st, the start of hurricane season, and the months that follow, these facilities in the heart of Houston are essentially on standby for emergency support. So in any given moment, when the call is made, they're prepared for this.
When you look at the past hour, look at what's going on in this area.
A full transformation to serve the people in need of Harris County, first responders, and volunteers fleeing a threatening hurricane.
So this is the intake area. So we want this area to feel welcoming. So it's very important that when they arrive here, they feel safe and protected.
And what would people need to bring with them if they want to check in and they need to come in and be a part of that intake process?
They just bring themselves.
Okay.
We are not checking IDs. We're not doing any of that. We're making people feel comfortable and at home, because think about it. They just had a major loss and they're having to leave their homes to come someplace that's not familiar.
Right.
Harris County Sports and Convention Corporation CEO Marty Kendrick and her team are responsible for overseeing Houston's iconic 350-acre sports and entertainment complex.
NRG Park is not just a place where the Texans play or the rodeo performs, or where we have over 500 events for concerts and special events each year. It's also where the community can be protected and provided for when they're faced with a major weather event.
There was another air wall about 2 columns over, where the family unit was right in the middle of the exhibit hall space. So that's where families were able to stay together.
Marty then teams up with Leah Mastaglio, the Senior Assistant General Manager of NRG Park, for operating the shelters.
When you look at it like this, completely empty, and then you've seen it when it's actually operating as a shelter during an emergency here in Houston, what do you think about when you know, all right, it's that time again, we have to prepare?
I think about how successful the shelter operations have been. Each exhibit hall is set up as a different unit.
Okay.
So we have a family unit where families can stay together.
You can divide this big room up.
We can divide everything up. We've actually used the east side for a dining hall.
We took a quick ride to see the NRG Arena, where families can check in their pets for shelter and food. The parking lots are used for drive-through services. So some families may not need the shelter support at NRG, and that's okay. Houstonians can still go and charge their cell phones. They can cool off. They can get food and water, clothing, or any other resource that's being offered at NRG.